Hi, I'm Em, and this is the Ewe Up vlog. So hello, welcome or welcome back. My name is Em. I'm a knitter and knitwear pattern designer living in British Columbia, Canada. And if you've been here before, this is a very different setup from normal, and that's because this is going to be a very different video than normal. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be long. So grab your drink of choice, grab your craft of choice, and settle in, hopefully. It's worth the length. So what are we doing today? Today we will be looking at this piece of furniture right here, which is my yarn storage cabinet. Now you might be looking at that and thinking, that is not a yarn storage cabinet. There's nothing in there. And that is because yesterday I went through my entire stash and I divided it into trash. Sometimes you just need to get rid of those bits and bobs. So trash, donate, and gift to friends, and then keep. Went through, took it all out of there, put it in piles, bagged it all up, cleaned this cabinet because it was in need of a good clean. And now we're gonna put it all back together. We're gonna reorganize. I'm gonna take you through a little walkthrough of my stash and tell you about the yarn. I'm gonna try to be quick on it. But yeah, you will get a little stash tour. Hopefully you'll meet some new dyers that you haven't heard of. I am very lucky because most of my yarn stash is hand dyed by indie dyers. Which I am not ignorant of my privilege in being able to have such an extensive stash. Part of the reason why it's so extensive is because I'm a slow knitter. Like, I have been collecting this stash for 6 years now. I'm just such a slow knitter. So anyway, ramble over, let me get set up and we will start the show. I hope you enjoy. Let's go. So I kind of started here to test my camera setup. Hopefully this works. So these two baskets used to just be full of junk basically. And they were on the second shelf. And I've decided that this bottom shelf is going to house them now. So this one holds tools and primarily like tools and notions, and then this one has all of my, well, not all of, but a lot of my partially used skeins and one-off partially used skeins, so like remnants from a sock and stuff like that, where it's like, you know, there's a good 30 grams per skein left, but I just want to house them tucked away for when I actually have something to do with them. This one I'll actually show you because I have quite a lot. This is getting frogged, which is why it's there. I have quite a few DK weight partials. And so I went through and I collected them all the ones that I really liked. And these will eventually, the plan is, become a sweet shop blanket. So they are being kept separate. This is getting frogged. I want it out so I remember to do it. So those are going in there. And then I have this, let's see if I can do this without dropping it. I have a sweet little dish that was my grandmother's, and it's got my sincere sheep needle size measured thing and scissors, and I'm gonna pop those in there. Keep it kind of organized. And then I don't know where they are. I don't know where in the bags they are, but I have a bunch of mini skeins and they are gonna go in this, and that will also go there. Ta-da! That was the easy part. Now I have to do the rest of it. Previously I had it organized by color, so I like that idea. But I don't know how this is gonna go. So let's just give it a try. And I also have my partner's fibre that he was in the process of spinning. It's been on hold for a while. So I don't know where that's gonna end up in the cabinet. I might need to end up making room down here for it, but we will see. I'm gonna leave those ones, I think, to the last, because I don't know how much space my yarn is going to take up. And it's easier, there's only like 2.5 braids of fibre, so it's easier to just kind of tuck it in where I have to. So we'll chat more about that when I get to it. I found the mini skeins. That was fortuitous. I'm just gonna kind of reach in and grab some, I guess. These are technically not mini skeins. These are leftovers from a sweater that I knit and frogged and it into something else and frogged. But I love the color. This is Pickles Pure Wool, I think, in cardamom. This is really old, but I have a plan for these, so I'm keeping them. So I think those will end up in the mini skein thingy-madoo. This is Bloom from Hedgehog Fibers. This was when I first started getting into hand-dyed yarn. You could not let me walk past the yarn shop because I would just walk in and buy a mini skein of expensive yarn with no plan. So it's got these beautiful, I'm gonna pop my head out of the frame so it focuses. It's got beautiful pops of neon, it's got speckles, it's gorgeous, it's stunning. We love her. Then there's this one, which is, it came in a sock set. It's from Mezzo Makes. Can't remember what it's called. It's something like Lipstick in My Louis Vuitton or something. It was from her Do It for the Vine collection. I would love to do something with all of these mini skeins. So if you have any ideas, let me know, drop a comment. Another Hedgehog Fibers. This is the color Deep End. Blue and pink is just a classic combo. This one, God, I can't remember what this is. It's a fluorescent pink. It was from Paisley Knits 2024 summer collection. I made a little sock set with it with the intention of splitting the sock set up. Fluoro pink, again, we love her. Yet another Hedgehog Fibers. This is the color Taffy. Speckled, gorgeous, pink, we love it. I feel like I'm gonna say we love it for everything in here because it made the cut. If it made the cut, you know, we love it, we do. It's like already full. And that's just gonna live right there. So there we go, one down, many more to go. So many bags. Like, I'm not kidding. There's 2 of these and then 1, 2, 3, 4 tote bags. Am I proud of it in a way? Yes. Am I also not proud of it in a way? Also yes. We're gonna start off with really beautiful orange. This is Puffer Coat from ZZ Textiles. I think this was one of Rachel's first shop updates, so it's been at least 4 years. And this was from her Norway collection. So I got a sweater quantity. I got 2, 3, I got 4 skeins. I know there's only 3 here because one is in a project bag, but I got 4 skeins of the 100% superwash merino fingering weight. We're gonna pop those in there. And then I paired it with 3 of the mohair lace. Look at that, my goodness. This one fell subject to a little Marlowe chomp. The yarn is fine. So there we go, that goes in there. And then I'll go in with these. I'm gonna hide the one that has Marlowe chomps out of it because it's really freaking ugly. You know what, I should just take that off. There you go. I have more of these. They're in a project bag, which I am going to not continue with the project that they're in, but I have 4 here. And then I probably have 2 that are half used and then 2 that are in like already knit up. These are Kid Merino by Crystal Palace Yarns. I thrifted these. This and a pink mohair that I used up. I got them for $8. That's insane. Each of these is like $12, I want to say. So crazy. Absolute madness. So they're going in. This color, I don't know. This is called April Spritz. I think I was really, I'm trying to move my face out of the way. April Spritz, Paisley Knits, 2024 summer collection. Just stunning. I don't know. I didn't have a plan for this when I bought it. I just loved the color. I'm not normally an orange girl, but looking at it in the viewfinder, as in my phone screen, maybe I do. I do have an idea for this now, but it's gonna need some time. I need to really work on my skills and techniques as a pattern designer and general knitter for what I have planned for this in my head. But it's gonna be, if I can make it come to life, it's gonna be really cool. I need to hurry up. I'm doing a really bad job at not hurrying. Okay, next we're getting into pinks. This is the Scranton Stitcher Strawberry Milk Original Sock. I picked this up at Flock 2024. I got 2 skeins of it because I can make a roo sweater with 2 fingering weight skeins and 2 lace weight fluffy skeins. This is Surrey Silk in Cherry Jam, so it's not a perfect, hold on. Let me put these ones down so I can actually show you. It's not a perfect match, but it's got beautiful variegation in it. So there's darker reddish pink, there's hot pink, there's this beautiful bubblegum pink, and I just think it'll play off of strawberry milk so nicely. So that is going in there. I really desperately need a pink sweater. A pink is one of my favorite colors, and I don't have a pink, well, I do. I don't have like a true pink sweater. I have my Avero sweater, pop a picture up maybe. Some people think it's red, but the yarn is called grapefruit. I see it as pink, but it's a shapeshifter. Okay, continuing. I have 2 balls of Pickles Cozy, which is a bulky weight baby alpaca. This was, I bought it for a different project. I threw out the project. There's no way I was getting that yarn back. It would have been a nightmare to undo. But I have 2 remaining balls. I don't know what I'll do with it, but it's such a pretty color. What color is this even? No idea. No idea. I want to say it's something like rhubarb or something. Okay, that's going in. Oh, this is stunning, gorgeous. My hand-dyed yarn, I think out of Quebec. This is Alpaca Cloud. Yeah, Quebec, Canada. Got this at Knit City, Calgary, just this past summer, so 2024. This is the color Poinsettia. Fell in love with it. I bought 3 skeins, so I have a ton that I can do with it. So that's going in there. I'm gonna shift. I have trouble. I was sitting on my feet to kind of lift myself up. Like I was, it doesn't matter, kneeling. And my feet hurt. Anyway, besides the point, 3 skeins of mid-knit cravings out of Saskatchewan, Canada, in the colorway rhubarb. I love rhubarb. Love it. I actually just made a rhubarb cake, like a rhubarb upside down cake. Stunning. Anyway, 3 skeins of rhubarb. Beautiful. I bought this at Knit City, Vancouver, 2019. What? These were going to be a stone crop pullover by Andrea Mowry, but I don't resonate with that pattern at this moment in my style journey. So it'll be something else. 3 skeins of this. It's sweet sock, 425 yards. That's plenty for a beautiful sweater. I'm debating holding it with the Maya Poinsettia Surrey Silk, but we will see how I'm vibing with it at that moment in time. It's quite a chaotic thingamajig. You guys know what I mean. Quite a chaotic organizational video. Hang on. All right, let's do this. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist and a little bit of a crazy person when it comes to organization. Next up is this skein of cog yarns dyed in Saskatchewan. My partner and I have a tradition that I started where whenever we travel somewhere new together, we pop into a yarn store and we try to purchase a skein of DK weight yarn, preferably dyed in the city that we are visiting. Let me back up. The plan is to eventually have enough colors to make like a patchwork style blanket out of all of the yarn that we've collected while traveling. So this is one of those skeins. This is gonna be reorganized like 20 times throughout this video. I don't need it to be perfect right now. Get that in my brain. These are kind of a recent addition actually, because apparently I don't have enough yarn and I have no willpower. These are the Red Pansy. I have 3 skeins here. These are the sport weight. It's called Natural Sport, super fine merino. This one is Cashpaca lace. This cost a pretty penny. For some reason it didn't click in my head that it was gonna be like Surrey-esque. Thought it was gonna be more, I don't know. I don't know where I got that idea. Anyway, these are all in the color Most Ardently. And for those of you who know me, you know that I love Pride and Prejudice. And I love the 2005 Pride and Prejudice specifically. And I love it so much so, Most Ardently on my body forever. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Little Fibre Co. Lauren, my love, picked these up at Flock Fibre Fest 2024. This one is Berries and Basil, which is a color that I have always loved. Finally got it. This one was one of the Flock exclusives, pairs well with friends. Both of these are BFL fingering. I have a design idea for these. Hopefully I can make it come to life. Boop, popping in there. Okay. This is another travel skein from Crafty Jacks. My partner and I picked it up at Knit City, Calgary when we were there. That was our Calgary one. It's called BC in Bloom, which is perfect because we live in BC. Beautiful. Love all the colors. I can't wait to see that knit up. That's one bag done. Oh my goodness. Okay, next up, this is another one that I have had since 2019. This is Yarn Ink in the color Peach Pit on Classic Sock. This was meant to go with the skeins of rhubarb right here for the stone crop pullover, but I think these are going to be made into socks because I have a design in mind that I think these would be perfect for. I feel like for everything, basically, if I don't have another designer's pattern in mind, I have a design brewing in my brain for it. So that's gonna go there. This one next. This is, what's it called? Life in the Long Grass twist sock in the color Auger. Picked this up from Stash in Calgary when I was visiting friends there. Didn't have a plan for it, just loved it. It's a sock weight, it's got nylon, it'll get used for something for sure. I think Marlo's deciding if he wants to come and join the video. Here we go. More ZZ Textiles. There's gonna be a lot in here, I think. This I bought at Flock 2024. Again, I have a design in mind. I think I'm gonna cast on once I'm able to clear some of my needles, because I would love to have this design out for this fall, but as it's already the end of May, that might not happen. This is the color Mahogany. This is her DK base. Super in love. I think that'll look really nice. Let me get a little closer. I think it'll look really nice. I have like zero willpower when I'm at the yarn shop. I went in to get yarn for some baby gifts. Walked out with Santa's Garden Double Sunday. It was on clearance. And I'm gonna use this as like a wearable toile basically for another pattern that I'm in the process of designing. So it just made sense. Like when it's on clearance, why not? This is Dusty Rouge. I'm keeping the partial skeins together because I want to know exactly how much I have left. This is Pigment and Ply, DK in Raw Sienna, I think it is. I knit my Paloma sweater, photo up here potentially, in this. I won this in a giveaway on Instagram. I was already a huge fan of Jess's, but I have leftovers. I'm thinking actually about redoing my Paloma sweater, just because the fit isn't perfect on me. My bust has grown recently and it's pulling the sweater up in a way that I don't enjoy. So, and then the short rows at the back are like horrendous. So I figure if I'm gonna be taking the hem apart, I might as well just take it all apart, restart, do it at my current standard of knitting. Next up, more Pigment and Ply from 2024. This is Quietude. Superwash merino and nylon, gorgeous warm brown. I am in my brown sweater era. I just want more brown sweaters in my life. I bought, to go with it, 2 skeins of Surrey silk in the color Wildred. I think these are gonna play really, really nicely together. Woo! Stunning. I feel like I'm out of breath and anxious, but it's because I'm trying to hustle through this so that you can actually see the full stash. And so that I'm done filming before my partner gets home, because I cannot film in front of him. I don't know if anybody else is like that. If he's here, I am the most awkward person on camera. If he's not here, I can be my charming self. Just kidding. ZZ Textiles in the color Ewe, which is spelled E-W-E, Knit You Up. I was calling it Ewe, it's Ewe. It was from the Childhood Friends collection. I had 2 skeins. One got made into a North Shore beanie for my partner. This one is for my matching North Shore beanie. I just haven't had a chance to work on it yet, but that'll be coming. Lovesick Selkie. Plies and Hellhounds, bought at 2024 Flock Fibre Fest. Again, just one of those impulsive purchases because I loved the color. I'm gonna come closer. It's got beautiful subtle speckling and I can't wait to cast these on. Gotta check the cat because I feel like he's eating something. Purples, blues, and greens next, I think. Because I don't know what else to do at this moment in time. Okay, these are cakes. These are Donegal Studio, Donegal Tweed, worsted weight. I bought them for a Nurtured sweater by Andrea Mowry. Bottom up. I don't particularly like bottom up, and I wanted to try and find a smaller designer. Found one, I won't mention it because I'm not gonna end up using it. I just didn't like the stitch pattern with this texture of yarn. So cakes didn't end up getting used, which is fine. I have a design in mind. So we'll see how that goes. But I have 5 skeins of that. So like a good sweater quantity for like a cute boxy crop, which I think is what it's gonna become. Yeah, these are Black Cat yarn in Void Talon, bought at the 2019 Knit City Vancouver. Beautiful purple. I was in my purple era at that point, so I have a lot of purple hand-dyed yarn. I have a design on my needles right now. These will be my second sample of it. These always make me think of my sweet friend Alyssa, who we met online, and then I was like, hey, my friend and I are going to Knit City Vancouver, and she was like, oh, I was thinking of going. I was like, come meet with us. So we got to meet in real life, and we spent the day together, and she is a huge fan of Black Cat Dye Works, Black Cat Custom Yarn, sorry. And I was influenced. I'm easily influenced. Can you not tell? Very easily influenced. I actually got rid of some of my purple yarn because I'm just not really a purple girly anymore. I know this looks purple, it's kind of more brown in real life, but anyway. This is the Backyard Chicken Collection by Hugh Loco. Bought this at Knit City Vancouver in 2019. It had another mini skein with it, a red one, and I've already used that mini skein because I love it so much. This is in the color Barnabuilder. For anyone who doesn't know, I had chickens growing up. Not this kind of chicken, but I loved the colors in this skein. And I'm keeping the mini skein with it because I don't know yet if I want to do a pair of socks or if I want to use the mini skein and the main yarn separately from each other. So keeping those together for now. Next up, let's see, what else do we have in here? Okay, I think we'll go to this one. Pigment and Ply. This was the final skein. Let me get my face out of the way. Final full skein in the 2024 solstice countdown. This is in the color Not a Villain, Not a Damsel. Look at that. Gosh. Jess is amazing at speckling, like subtle speckling, and I love this. I can't wait to get into this. I'm almost sad that I don't have 2 of these because that would make, I think, an incredible shawl. But hey, challenge for me, maybe, to design one, question mark. Okay, here is a skein of Chimera from Marl Magic. No, from River Knits, sorry. Picked this up when I was in London at Knit with Attitude. I have 2 more skeins of Chimera in a different colorway that I'll show you later. Again, it's giving Spin Cycle, but it was a lot more affordable than Spin Cycle, even with the conversion. So this is color Starling. I plan to do some kind of color work with that for sure, but it's on hold for now. This is a skein of yarn that was so kindly gifted to me by Blush Yarns early on in my design days. when I thought I would be able to design at a faster rate than I actually can. And it's been sitting. I still have a sock design in mind for this with a very specific reason, and these colors. I think she custom dyed this for me even, which is insane. Like, I can't believe how lucky I am to have these fiber friends. And these colors are perfect for the very specific reason. I have learned I'm a very slow designer, and I already put enough pressure on myself that, yeah, talking about it online just adds even more pressure. So I'm not talking about it yet, but I can't wait to make the design that I promised all those years ago. So that's going in there as well. Let's do that. And then this is Flock Fiber Studio Lone Pine Singles in the color Sweet Dreams. Beautiful, beautiful lavender and lilac, and there's a little tiny bit of pink in there too. Gorgeous speckles. This was intended to go with the Black Cat custom, and it was going to be a Colorwork sweater. That's no longer the plan, but I think I will still use this for Colorwork. I just have so many ideas, and I can't knit and design fast enough for them. So there, yeah. Okay. This is Puzzle Tree Yarns Superwash Merino in the color Valley Girl. This is a Vancouver, I think, dyer. Picked it up at Wet Coast Wools, summer 2024. I think these will become socks for my partner because he loves fun socks, and he's an 80s kind of guy, and this screams like 80s to me. So that is that. Do I want to go into? Yeah, we'll go into blue. More cakes. I cast this on recently. This is Pigment and Ply Faneweed from the Witcher collection. I have 3 full skeins of this. One is in a project bag because I cast it on, but I think I'm actually gonna change the project that I think it's gonna get frogged. I'm not very far into it, but I think the yarn just isn't doing what I wanted it to do for that pattern, but I wanna make this into a cardigan. I think that would be so pretty, like a cardigan that is meant to stay buttoned up is kind of the idea. Breathe. This is a special skein. This is a hand spun that my partner made. He made it. I can't believe it. Look at that. Stunning. Love it. Very exciting. Hi, kitty. Come and check it out. Here, you want to say hi to camera? This is Marlo. He's my yarn goblin. He's the reason why this cabinet stays locked, because he figured out how to open the doors very early on in his time with us. I'm also gonna pop, they're on toilet rolls. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I'm gonna pop these. He hasn't plied these yet. These are his singles. Same color as this, which I guess I should mention is, I think it's Corriedale from Sweet Georgia in Vancouver in the color Storm Chaser, maybe. So that's same as these. They're just gonna get tucked behind here for now. We're gonna leave it at that. Okay, a leftover skein, Berco Ultra Alpaca Light in turquoise mix. This is leftover from the clematis cardigan sweater that I knit. But I might do a baby knit out of that because I think that would be adorable. So that's just gonna hang out there for now. And then 2 skeins of Knitting for Olive, cotton merino, in the color Soft Aqua. I have a third ball of this that is currently on the needles. I made a sweater for my nephew out of some of these. It was something that I had a design idea in mind, and then I just changed my mind. And now they're going into something else, which is amazing. Love that. Okay, next. I have so many of these. I'm not gonna hold them all up. This is Biche et Bûche de Petite Lambswool in the color Candy. I originally bought one of these for a commissioned shawl, and I loved it so much. And then my aunt gave me 6 skeins of this for my birthday one year, which is incredible. Incredibly kind and generous, because Biche et Bûche is not inexpensive. So I have been going back and forth. I've been saving it because it feels really luxurious and special, especially since she gifted it to me. It's a soft, it looks gray from far away, but when you bring it up, it's a beautiful mix of aqua and lavender and pink and sage, and I love it. And it feels super special because of who gifted it to me. And I want it to be something classic. So I've been holding off on what to make with it because I couldn't decide what deserved that honor, but I think I might supplement by purchasing 2 more skeins and holding multiple strands. I'll have to figure out what my gauge is, and making a book club cardigan by Sari Nordland. Ah, it smells so nice and woolly. I also have a partial skein left over from that commission, which I will never be getting rid of. Gotta save it, gotta use it. Next up is a new to me dyer that I've been following for a while but hadn't ordered because she lives in Ireland and shipping is crazy. This is, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Ballyhoura? Alpaca DK in the color Long Room from her Ireland collection in 2024. I'm using yours because if anybody else is like me, I go through someone's like entire YouTube history when I find a new podcaster that I like. So I ordered, I did a big order because go big or go home when you're paying for shipping anyway. I ordered 4 of the Alpaca DK. One thing you need to know about me, I love alpaca. Always have, always will. And I'm gonna give you a da, 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 da. I won't sing anymore. And then I also bought 3 skeins of Long Room Hunsari silk to hold with it, because she's a fancy lady. Again, I have a new design in mind for those. I'm saving them because they feel really special. Moving into greens. Explorer Knits and Fibres. I have been a fan of Explorer Knits since the very beginning. I purchased a beautiful skein from Allie in her first ever shop update. I've watched her grow. I never ordered anything else after that initial order because shipping and conversion of US dollar to Canadian dollar is crazy. Part of it is also that Allie's colors, I could just never decide. I wanted one of everything. So this is for my partner and I's travel blanket. This was picked up at Flock Fibre Fest 2024. It is the color Olympic National Park on Rockies DK. Beautiful, beautiful, like fur spruce green. This is a skein of Wensleydale long wool, kindly sent to me by my friend Lydia in England. This is pure wool, 100 grams, DK weight, shade 445. I have a plan for this. I don't have the skein band for these. I don't know where they went. Can't remember the brand. I know Millhouse or Mill Custom Millworks maybe. I don't know. Beautiful olive green. These were a one-of-a-kind colorway. Last two in the shop. I think they're from Beehive Wool Shop in Victoria. But I couldn't let them go. It's not showing up very well, but there's so much luminosity in these from the gold undertones. It's a beautiful, beautiful, rich olive color. Trying to get the light on it. There you go. And if I remember correctly, these are slightly larger than average skeins. I think they come in at like 500 yards or so. And that's where they're caked up because I was going to cast them on, super excited. And then somebody else posted another project and I was like, ooh, that would look really good in this too. And then the indecisiveness took hold and I couldn't commit. So looking forward to cracking into these at some point. Who knows when. This is botanical yarn out of York in England. I can't believe I didn't know about her when I lived in York. Bought this at Knit City Calgary 2024. This is the color Alchemilla Mollis. It's a beautiful grungy green, kind of like a fungus green. Love it. I love a scuzzy green. I say that with all the love in my heart. Plan is to pair this with like a cream yarn and do a stripey sweater. Don't know what pattern yet. Don't have the cream yarn yet, but that is the plan. Next up, Paisley Knits. This is the other sock set that came with well, I decided, she does this really cool thing where you can pick your main skein and then pick your mini skein from her collection for like your own custom sock set. So I ordered the fluoro pink, can't remember what it's called. And I ordered this one because I wanted this one, but I also wanted the pink. They're not gonna be a sock set. This color is, it's called It's Pink. The fluoro pink is called It's Pink. It's on the ball band. This one is zesty. It's a beautiful bright lime green. I am, once again, in my green era. I had a very brat summer in terms of my yarn purchasing. I don't know. I think I want to do either a tank top with this or some kind of stripey number. So we'll see. I think that would look so cute as a tank top though for summer. We'll see what happens. Couldn't let it go. I haven't talked about this in a podcast yet, but I did share on Instagram that I started knitting a Colorwork DK weight sweater right in time for spring, and it was in this yarn, Pure Gint by Santa's Garn in the color Lime. What's it called? Sunny Lime, which is actually getting discontinued on this base, so it was on clearance. And I don't want to get too far into it because I'm still very upset about it, but the project had a mishap, so I went back and bought more yarn because I was devastated. I actually have a lot more green than I thought I did, which is a fun discovery. Oh, even more. Goodness gracious. This is Twisted Ambitions yarn. I bought it in London. It is not a London dyer, but I just loved it. It's called Paradise. Play on the word paradise and pear. Gorgeous, stunning, couldn't let it go. I mean, look at those speckles. That's incredible. And, might as well pull these out. The other two chimeras that I got at Knit with Attitude in London in the color Sunflower. I have a Colorwork plan for these. Beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Next, this is a recent purchase. This is de Remnants Ulysse in the color Doré. I bought a sweater quantity of this to make into a Midland cardigan by Laura Penrose. Turns out I don't love this texture with that pattern, like this yarn texture with that specific pattern. So this will still become a cardigan, but for now it's on hiatus because just not vibing with it. Love the yarn separately. I have worked with it before, loved it in that project. Just not vibing with it for this project. I would love to make a Midland cardigan still. Different yarn for sure though. We are getting so close to being finished actually. Next up, standard boring cream yarn. Not so boring though. The texture on this is amazing. It's a new to me brand, Marisol Chusku, Corriedale wool. Bought this to be the main yarn for the, what are they called? Stella Quilt Cushion by Laura Penrose, which I'm hoping to cast on at some point this summer or early fall. I have all of my mini skeins set aside already that are going to be the points on the quilt star. Here it is. Santa's Garn, Pure Gant, Almond, which was meant to go with this bright green, but I don't think it's high enough contrast. So this might become a baby knit. Because I have lots of little babies in my life that I get to knit for now, which is super exciting. And I think the final one that I'll pop in here for now is Rosa Pomar Volvo. It went into a project, it got frogged, it got bald. This is a sport weight made in Portugal in the color 21. Don't know what it's called. Beautiful pale butter yellow. I'm also thinking this will be a baby knit. Because waste not, want not. Okay, I'm gonna take a brief interlude to reorganize a little bit, shift a couple of things, because I do still have a few more skeins that need to make it in here, and my partner's fibre. So I need to make a little extra room. I don't know how I fit more than this in here previously. Holy cow, that's eye-opening. Pause for a minute. Okay, apologies if the camera angle is different. I had to quickly clear storage on my phone. So we're gonna wrap this up super, super quick. I've done my quick little reorganize. Next up, a skein from Ginger Twist in Edinburgh that I bought while I was there. This is the color Crunchy Leaves, and it's the Mash and Mayhem 4-ply. Love. That's gonna go in there. Next up is from Mezzo Makes. This was the matching sock set to that bright fuchsia. This is God and Anime. I know nothing about Vine, but I loved this color. Just incredible. Love it. That's gonna go there. Partial skein from Blush Yarns. Again, this was very kindly gifted to me. The design is in progress for this yarn, but I'm restarting. So it's going in there. And then we've got the Nutcracker by Tiny Human Knits, which is a Canadian self-striping yarn dyer out of New Brunswick. This was a second batch just for the extra discount. It's got a little mini skein. Can't wait to cast this on next winter. And then we've got a Paisley Knits. This was Close Your Eyes, Now Feel, which is a Barbie reference on Sunny Sock, which is merino and cotton from the 2024 summer collection. We are almost done. We're so close. I have oh, there it is. Leftover driftwood from Little Fibre Co. on her discontinued alpaca base from my Roo sweater. Might make a sweater vest out of this, which is super fun. And then fibre, my partner's fibre. This one is Hello Lavender Under the Sea. This was, I think, her first collection of fibre. It's Falkland. Bought this at Flock Fibre Fest 2024 when we got to meet her and I got to hug Reshma. Love her. I also have earrings by her that I bought there. So that's gonna go in there. And then we have Seattle Sky Dye Works in Autumn on Gilman Polworth. This one, for some reason, just doesn't like staying contained. Beautiful, bright pumpkin-y orange and brown and pink and gold. We have the remains of Little Fibre Co. I want to say it's confetti or, oh, buttercream, which he is in the process turning into a single. It's on his spinner doodad. And this is his first plaid skein from that buttercream fiber. It is so cute. And like really even too for only his second time plying. Love that. So that's gonna go in there as well. And then I think I have a bag. Oh my God. I'm not gonna go through it all, but those are all of my 50-gram skeins from the Pigment and Ply Solstice Countdown. Not gonna go through them individually. I shared them in my stories on Instagram, so I'll make them a highlight if you are interested in seeing those. And I think that's everything other than what's in project bags. So here we go. Here's the freshly organized yarn stash, freshly downsized yarn stash somehow. Don't ask me how, I don't know. Thank you for watching along. I apologize for how long of a video it is. Hopefully you found some new dyers to look up, follow, and purchase from. I am super excited. I'm feeling very inspired about all of the yarn that's currently in my stash, which is exactly why I needed to go through and destash, get rid of anything that was dragging me down. And hopefully I can just speed up my knitting a little bit more so I can get through some of this, because I am starting now really locking down on no new unnecessary stash acquisitions. So unless it is for a gift knit, or it's a travel skein, no more yarn. Well, I have some pre-order yarn that has not arrived yet, but that was purchased pre-resolution, so we're not counting it. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like, share your favorite dyers in the comments, or which of these colors you feel most inspired by. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for the next regular podcast episode. Bye.